So God showed me in the spirit a vision of a woman, and this vision was in the form of a medical examination form where you see the full anatomy of the gender that you are, so either male or female, and you can circle where it hurts. And so he asked me, he said, "Is this woman naked?" And I say, "Yes, Lord, it's the anatomy of a woman. You can see everything. Yes, she's naked." And so then he shows me another image, another vision, and I see this woman wearing body paint, which appeared to be a team sport, like a football team or something. And she was covered from head to toe in paint. And he said, "Is this woman naked?" And I say, "Well, yes, Lord, she's only covered in paint, but I can still see her body parts." And so then I see another vision, and in this other vision I see a woman, and she's wearing like a leotard, and it is essentially stockings, like leggings, but it covered the arms, so it went all the way down the arms. It covered part of the top part of the chest, and it was very fitted. It was essentially like a body stocking. And again, the same question: is this woman naked? And I say, well, technically there's a barrier that covers her skin from the elements, but I can still see her nakedness. And so then another vision pops up, and I see a woman, and she is going to church, I presume. She's dressed in what we would call church clothes, and she's wearing a very fitted dress that is tight, and it's fitted all the way down to her knees, where it kind of mermaids out a little bit, it floors out a little bit, but this material is very much like spandex and stretchy. And so when she moved, all of her assets moved. If she jumped, everything jumped with her. Whenever she walked, everything like moved with her when she walked. And so the same question: is she naked? And I say, well, technically she's covered because she's wearing a dress, but I can still see her nakedness. Despite the fact that this dress went beyond her knees, I can still see everything. And so then he shows me another vision, the final one, and I see a woman wearing a tunic. And in this tunic, it's almost like what you would see a lot of Africans, you see a lot of African culture wear these, but they're kind of, it stops maybe around the knees, some Middle Eastern cultures maybe. And so, but it was more of like a sheath style dress. And the question again: is this woman naked? And I said, no, Lord, I cannot see her nakedness. I couldn't see the shape of her back end. I couldn't see the shape of her chest. I could not see her nakedness. And so the premise of this vision was to show that modesty is not necessarily covering your body from head to toe, but it is covering your nakedness. Having a barrier over your skin, over your intimate parts that separate your skin from the elements is not modesty, but covering the intimate parts of your body and keep reserving it from for either your spouse or God himself. That alone is modesty. We are to glorify him in every aspect of our lives, including our bodies. You are the daughters and sons of the Most High God. So I hope this video was helpful for somebody, or at least insightful. If you found it helpful, give us a thumbs up. If you want to see similar content, subscribe, and I will see you guys all next time. Blessings, everybody.